Hello and welcome to the Music Smoothie.
Let's rock and roll.
All right, this is the Music Smoothie. You're here for the torture. You're here for the Scorcher. We're gonna scorch you first. Olive, tell us what's scorching you right now.
The summer heat when I have to work outside for my job.
Okay, valid, fair. And then we got Olive, we got Sasha coming back.
Yeah, this morning I went for a walk and a bunch of local teenagers cornered me and hogtied me, kept smacking my belly over and over again. So that hurt.
Are you trapped in the Hey Arnold universe? If so, blink twice.
I'm trapped in hell perpetually.
Why are you asking him to blink twice on a podcast? You can't see him.
That's the joke.
I blink really loud. People don't realize it until I do.
And we got Princeton Vice.
Hello. I can't think of anything scorching. Things are wonderful and beautiful and happy. I love summer compared to winter where my bones just ache through and through.
That's fair. It's a good change in perspective. We appreciate you, Princeton Vice.
I'm just painfully optimistic and toxically non-toxic, I guess.
That's a beautiful thing.
Is it okay if I tell you that Leandra used to refer to you as the human Mr. Peanut Butter?
Go
Even
on.
Mr. Peanut Butter?
Yeah, from BoJack Horseman, but without the negative traits. Without the adultery and all that shit. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that makes more sense if you've seen BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess I like peanut butter.
No, fair.
Definitely golden retriever energy for sure.
Well, that's what we love about you. And we got Fishy. Yeah.
Hello.
All right. And before we jump on into it, I've got some stuff. We have all got some stuff. Does anyone have anything that they want to plug right off the bat?
Go on.
Maybe one at a time. Sasha, let's start with you.
Oh, okay. If you could go check out radiofreememphis.bandcamp.com, there are a bunch of 88.7 record releases. If you use the code intern Michael, you get 40% off whatever you buy. I am going into the hole on this. There's also a bunch of rips of the radio show, but the cassettes and micro cassettes are all on sale. And if you buy them, I promise I'm gonna just shove the thing full of stickers on top of your order. So if you're into noise music, experimental music, Jewish hip hop, we got it all. radiofreememphis.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. All right. Before we get too off the rails, Princeton Vice, you have stuff you want to plug?
Hello. So for those who don't know me, it's been a while since I've been on here. Princeton Vice. I'm an online horror host, which means like Elvira or Mystery Science Theaters. I take low budget or more accurately public domain films. I write skits and sketches. You can find all the links and stuff on princetonvice.com. Relatively recently, I've got an episode for The Wasp Woman with DC host Doc Sarcophagus, and also on our website, you have a link to our album, which I put up on Bandcamp.
Neato. Okay, cool. All right, you guys ready for some music? Stay for the Green Day. Speaking of, does anyone have any music stuff they want to talk about first, or music news? Not music nudes this time.
Oh, great heaven.
Yeah.
So there's this website called Metalhead Zone you should check out that I talk about a lot on Radio Free Memphis. If you want music news, they talk about every washed up rock star, and Ronnie Radke is every other article.
Oh, so, let's go!
Yeah, there was an article, and it's a Turkish publication, and it goes directly through a translator, and there was an article that said, "Why people hate Ronnie Radke?" And I was like, I wonder why people hate Ronnie Radke. Let's go to his Wikipedia page and go to controversies. Scroll right down.
Oh yeah, that's a lengthy page right there.
Big old paragraph right there in the middle of the page.
Damn. All right. Well, yeah, I get all my music news from the Hard Times. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, a lot of crazy stuff on there.
Paul McCartney became older, so shout outs to Paul McCartney.
Shout
His
out.
hair is still real.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me.
There's no way those aren't plugs. There's
That's fair.
0% chance.
Yeah, I mean he's old. What can you do? He's like in his 80s now, isn't he? Or late 70s.
Yeah, he's 84.
84. Shit.
He missed
Damn.
64 by 20 years.
Well, that was John Lennon, to be fair. He never saw 64. Oh, that's rude.
Oof.
Yeah. Oof. Right in the feels.
That was a long time ago. I wasn't even
Yeah.
alive. Who cares?
Same.
The
19.
Rest in
Beatles
peace,
was
John
such a
Lennon. You
big-
would have loved internet atheists.
Yeah. I like Sean Lennon and his NFTs.
NFT.
Are you guys familiar with Ringo Starr's art pieces?
Yeah, I have a collection of them of prints.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like the MS Paint. Yeah, they're sick. I love Ringo. You know what's crazy is if you go on Spotify, like every Beatle had like their artistic period after the Beatles, and then every Ringo album's like, "Hey everybody, it's Ringo."
No,
And
literally.
Ringo's here. There's 30-something Ringo albums, and they're
I'm
all
such
just
a big fan of Stop and Smell the Roses. That album is so funny.
There's so much good stuff. It's an endless. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Man,
Any Ringo today?
don't talk to me until you've heard Christmas Time is Here Again. Or no, I Want to Be Santa Claus is the name of the album.
I want to be Santa Claus.
I want to be Santa Claus.
Ringo Starr's 1999 Christmas album.
I do not trust Ringo to be Santa in any capacity.
You shouldn't. That
After all the songs about wanting to fuck 16-year-olds, no thanks. Bye, Felicia.
After that, he posted his feet on Twitter and said peace and love.
You know, there's something to be said for posting your feet on Twitter and then saying peace and love. I think that he was onto something with that.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Is he the only Beatle with a WikiFeet, page?
Yeah. Did we ever see John? Did we ever see George's feet? I imagine there's hair on top of them like a hobbit.
I know we saw Pete. We saw Paul's on Abbey Road. So
I was going to say we saw John Lennon's something else. You know.
Did we ever see?
Yeah.
Is Pete Best still alive? Can we get him on here?
He is still alive. And his entire brand is being bitter about the fact that he was a part of the Beatles and then he wasn't.
I'd be pissed too.
Yeah,
does
fair.
Pete Best have the best feet?
I'd be freaking the fuck out for like 70 years.
Well,
I mean, yeah, if anybody has the right to be bitter about missing out on something, it's Pete Best.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that you know, like there's been a whole lot of talk about that, but you know, I could have sworn I heard something somewhere that they specifically didn't want him because he couldn't keep time as well as Ringo. So, I mean, that's fair. That's valid if so.
I would have been a fucking rock star to the Beatles if that's the metric you're going by.
Yeah.
Well, this is probably just John Lennon being an ass because he was.
I would have brought a triple kick pedal to play
There's the classic.
Beatles.
There's the classic joke which somebody asked John, you know, is Ringo the best drummer in the world? And the response is Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Oh,
Been
yeah,
there
that was,
before.
you know, was because that was the sentiment by that point. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It was a joke.
Although these days Ringo is immortalized and beloved by most sane drummers. So like,
yeah, fair.
Ringo's not a bad drummer by any means.
he was an excellent drummer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He was very metronomic with the way that he played, and he played very melodically, and that's not something that you get out of a lot of rock drummers. And
Right.
it only worked because he was in a band with such inventive songwriters. Like, I don't think you drop Ringo in another band and he's as interesting of a drummer.
Yeah, it's called the All-Star Band.
All right.
He doesn't even play drums for his own music.
He does sometimes. I've seen videos of him get behind the kit and do the just classic money beat. That's kind of his thing now.
Yeah.
But he just kind of awkwardly walks around with a microphone for the most part. With Todd Rundgren on stage.
Valid. All right. You guys decide. The opening track for my score for my audiobook, you know, which is like ambient, John Carpenter vibes, or jazz piano. Those are the choices right now.
I'm feeling some jazz piano to open it up right now.
That's open.
I'm snapping my fingers and wearing my tiny sunglasses.
The goal
All
of
right.
jazz is always to get your friends to say, "Man, them cats is swinging."
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if it happens then. All right. Well, okay. Let me intro the track then. This is not coming out for a while, so you guys get an early exclusive on this. This one is going to be called "Nothing But Love Songs." It is the album is also going to be called "Nothing But Love Songs," and it's not dropping until January. And of course, I'm releasing that under Voyage Grain, the instrumental stuff. The title of the song and album is just a little local flavor, a Lewis Black reference, because on one of his early albums he said one of his friends asked him, "Oh, what kind of CD are you making?" And he said, "Nothing but love songs," sarcastically. He does stand-up comedy. So like that's the reference. And Lewis Black is from Silver Spring, Maryland, so yep. Figured why not. It's just what came to me. Also, there just a fair warning, the first minute or so is just me noodling. Really just getting a feel for the rhythm I was going for, because I didn't practice or demo this one at all. So, but I left it in because it just feels right to me, but you guys can be the judge of that. And also, another fun fact, actually, I'll save that one. Just listen and I'll tell you at the end. Fun surprise. Looks like we still got some bugs to work out. But yeah, so that's Nothing But Love Songs off the upcoming Voyage Grain album, Nothing But Love Songs. And yep, that was all me. I didn't use any automation for that. It's just pure piano shit post jazzy stuff. So and also all the stops and starts. That started because when I was recording this on my iPad, it started fucking glitching out for no reason and closing out my tabs while I was in the middle of hitting the keys, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And
That's
then
badass.
I couldn't hear it half the time, and then I was like, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna incorporate that into the song and just make it part of it and roll with it."
That's
So,
very jazz. Like,
yeah,
stop. You know, like
yeah. So, what do you think, Sasha?
So I love just listening to someone tickle the ivories. And I grew up playing jazz drums, And generally, I hate jazz. Jazz is very unpleasant for children, but this was very entertaining because it was so engaging. And I really like when you switch to Rick Wakeman mode and start playing like the other piano.
The electric keys,
It
yeah.
literally, I heard that, I was like, ooh, like what do we have here? But like I said, like jazz is such a fine line between being the most boring shit in the world and being like, oh, I can listen to this person like sit here and play the piano. And I actually, as I was listening to it, I have a drum pad next to me, like just one of those like felt top drum pads, and I was tapping along to it, like genuinely enjoying
Yeah.
it.
Hell
And
yeah, dude.
Imagine Us is the greatest jazz duo of all time. But I loved it. That's my opinion.
Okay, hell yeah. Prince Device, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. It's not my number one kind of thing I typically listen to when like driving around, but I enjoyed it. The first part of it kind of built it a little slow. It kind of reminded me of that, part of Fantasia and other parts where you see a concert and you have the orchestra warming up. And you'll have two different people doing two very different melodic lines as they're practicing, two little snippets from two different sections or parts of songs. If I had to describe it in a sentence, I'd call it. It feels like a deconstructed Rhapsody in Blue at the start. Um, I,
Interesting.
I
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed like in the part way through, about halfway in the middle chunk. I think there's one part where you start playing around with one of the bass notes and kind of a slow and steady, and it gave a nice little contrast from the rest of the flooding
Uh,
around.
I've listened to this 8 times. 4 minutes in is exactly when that happens. Yep.
Ah, there.
Yep.
And I also enjoyed the switch to the synth, not just because it gave a different color to it, but also you started playing around with at least it seemed to me you played around with the stereo, the left to the right a little bit. So if
Yes.
somebody's listening with headphones, it adds a nice little touch.
There's a
Glad you
button on
caught
the keyboard that says Rick, and it turns on Rick Wakeman mode.
that. I didn't use any automation. I told you.
Engaging Rick.
Well,
That
you got 'em in your closet. So
mod Rick button.
The Rick
The
button.
Rick button.
We're going Rick.
All right. Yeah.
40.
Speaking of Aleph, what'd you think?
I was expecting when you gave your description before you started playing it, I was expecting at some point for like drums or something to come in, and no drums, and I was a little disappointed that there were no drums, because I felt like a lot of the melodic ideas that were going on were just begging to be set against some consistent rhythm track, and to allow the space that you left within the rhythms to exist within the context that exists outside of just me keeping a vague idea of 4/4 in my brain. All that being said, the technical proficiency was very impressive. It reminded me of the first time I got to witness someone playing a Barber piano sonata. The orchestra that I was in high school, at the when somebody would be a senior, they would get an opportunity to do a solo. And there was this one kid who was a piano player who came in and just absolutely ripped a Barber piano sonata. And I remember my mind being blown by that. Just that, like, wait, you can do all of that on the piano? And the sort of ideas of kind of like the left hand and right hand melodies kind of swapping with each other and kind of interweaving with each other reminded me a lot of the way that particular piece of music unfolds. Yeah, so it was cool, but please, if you have time and energy and resources, add some drums or something to it, because it would just build out so much more, I think.
Oh, that's fair.
Let me
that
track
you
some
say that.
drums
Okay.
for you.
What's that?
Let me track some drums for you.
If you want, I mean, sure. Give you a
I could
credit.
play, I
Co-write.
could keep up.
Okay, I'll give you a co-writing credit. Sure.
I've got chops.
The only reason I didn't is because I should have explained this earlier. That's on me. But the reason why I tried to keep it as minimalist as possible is because it's technically a sequel to my other jazz piano song that's already out. It's on the first Voyage Grain album, and it's kind of blowing up right now. It's called Nocturnal Love in G major. It's actually in G minor. A little fun. But yeah. But
Bro
yeah.
doesn't know theory.
But yeah, so it's just a like so I wanted it to be just piano, and then I was feeling the organ, so I added that in later. But yeah, so like that's the reason. But like yeah, I'm totally amenable to adding drums. Sure, I know. Yeah, yeah, I'm not opposed to any flavor, or suggestions. Fishy, what do you think of this one?
I liked it a good bit. Jazz isn't really my thing, but this definitely had something about it that captured me. I didn't get bored in it like I normally do with jazz. I think it was a good idea to leave the noodling in at the start. It was a good intro to it. The whole thing kind of put me in mind of a very light drizzle on like a warm day. It kind of felt like my wind chimes on the porch were just going off, and I was sitting there listening to them.
That's interesting. I like that. I like that. Okay. All right. Aleph, what do you got for us?
All right. So if this is the self promo smoothie, which
Sure. Why not? Why not?
I'm gonna pull something off of my most recent record, Trebuchet, which I had one of my wonderfully talented friends do the mastering, mixing, and just general production for. It's just a collection of audio experiments that I've kind of been collecting over the past few years. Just kind of whether I'm sitting down and screwing around with my pedal board or recording in random places while I'm out and about, just kind of trying to collect a bunch of interactions with music in a very ephemeral way, as opposed to in this sort of meticulous, very studio driven, very much like tweaking every single element so that it is exactly correct. And sort of in the spirit of the thing that you recorded, Laz, this was something that I kind of had a vague idea of what I was going to write for it, and then I kind of put it together and did like a take of it, and it came out well. But then my friend who did the production for it, she was like, "Oh, what if you combined it with this other thing that you sent to me to put on the record?" And I was like, "I don't know how you're thinking about combining it, but when I heard it back, I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard." So this one is titled Two Compositions from my recent record, Trebuchet. That was two compositions by Vessels of Their Cult off of my latest record, Trebuchet. Laz, what did you think?
Holy shit. Well, I guess you better wish me a happy Father's Day because that song made me a father. It gave me a little bit of musical impreg.
Beautiful. That was my exact goal when I made that track.
Oh, good, good. What'd you say, Princeton?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, let me say what I liked about it. and we can go from there.
Don't explain it. Please don't explain what you meant by that.
Okay, fair. Okay, but like what I really liked the the controlled feedback really got me going. Like I love the textures of it, just and the fact that it was so strategic and implemented like at various stages throughout. It didn't feel overwhelming at all. And I really appreciated that because sometimes, feedback can be absolutely a fucking nightmare, in the wrong context. And I'm sure you know that.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I love the layering of it. I love the textures. I love the, did you use both reverb and echo on the guitar? Because that's what it really sounded like at some point.
It's actually a ukulele, not a guitar.
Oh, sorry about that.
So the initial recording was I was running my ukulele through my pedal board, which had a clean boost, overdrive, it was clean boost, delay, overdrive, really weird reverb pedal that I use sometimes, and then eventually a fuzz when I needed to like really get the oomph going. And then all of that was run through this like old as dirt bass amp that doesn't even have a power switch on it. You just plug it in and it's on. And then I sent that to my friend Lama. Excellent engineer. She is brilliant, and she applied some effects in post as well to just kind of clean everything up and then make it into something that was a bit more cohesive. Because the first recording. The first composition, which you hear starting at the beginning, that's not chopped up at all. That's just kind of pushed all the way through. But then you hear a lot of the feedback that comes through in the second half of the piece comes from a second recording, and she kind of put everything in order in that sort of way.
Well, yeah, I really like it. It's very well done. Had a good time. I even like the please, if you have the chance, listen to the intro on headphones because like the intentionality is all there, like the slow build up. I love it. All right, that's enough for me.
Thank you. Princeton, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I was looking through my notes here, and the basic thing is it sounded like a shamisen traditional Japanese instrument with the same mixer as Oasis.
Awesome.
I also enjoyed the Godzilla roar at the end. In a more broad sense, I probably mentioned this one of the other times I was on this podcast, I'm sure. But my brother, who was also a musician, asked me, like, what is the definition of music for music theory? And I had to sit there and I think and I said, it's basically assonance and dissonance. It's taking something that feels comfortable and then taking it to some place that feels uncomfortable or wants us to move. And it's just that playing around with it. And there's at several points where you start without much of the reverb, and then it starts creeping in, and immediately the knee-jerk reaction is to feel slightly odd or unsettled, almost like horror background music. And then after a few moments of it, it just kind of settles in and washes in, and it feels warm and comfortable and kind of comfortable again. And then there's the third part of it where it starts even clashing even more, and it immediately feels a little jarring at first, and then it just becomes part of the beautiful picture that mixes beautifully and warmly into the rest of it. It's lovely.
Awesome. That's a wonderful analysis. I love the idea of tension and release being the primary way that music is understood. Is that idea that?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if you had to put it in one sentence, that's what it is.
Yep. Now, Fishy, what did you think?
I really liked it quite a lot too. Similar to what Princeton was saying, I really liked how the reverb creeped up. It was so subtle at first and so very in the background, but it kind of felt like the entire progression of the song was like the subconscious coming up and just swallowing the conscious and then taking over. It was very interesting. It made me insightful.
That's wonderful. I love hearing how everybody has like a different sort of metaphorical way that they process the piece. And to me that's the beauty of music, is that if you do something instrumentally that's emotionally potent, everyone's going to find something for it, you know? Sasha, what do you think?
So after hearing you kind of explain the process of which you went to actually make the music, number one, I love convoluted and unconventional ways of making music. As Laz can attest to, as somebody who makes music using radios, um, anything kind of outside something that you have to put work into. You don't just flip a switch and say "fuck it, let's rock." I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that, but it gives you something so interesting. And another thing I really enjoyed was the use of things like feedback that are generally the whole premise of like experimental music is using what is usually not considered pleasant and making it palatable, which you do very quickly. Like it's there, and you're like, whoa, and then it's a part of the song. Also, the ukulele was the perfect instrument to use because I love listening to somebody just strum the shit out of something. One
Yeah.
of my, it's a very cliche thing to say, but Neutral Milk Hotel is one of my favorite bands, and the way that Jeff just strums the shit out of the guitar, where you can like hear the strokes, like that just makes it feel so much more personal, and like it had like the song has a personality to it, and it's not just some boring bullshit of somebody picking, at a nylon string guitar. Like I can hear you, like you are making, there's a reason you're making this. You know what I mean? So I thought it was great, and I thought it had a lot of aspects. And I'm really glad that I got to hear about kind of the process in which you went through to make the music and stuff, because that's always so interesting to me, especially when people do it in kind of unconventional ways or using unconventional things like an amp that doesn't turn off with a switch. I think it's just, it gives you so much personality, and you can hear it even without knowing it. Like listening to it, I knew there was something there that I didn't know was there. I thought it was great. I give it 8.5 bags of popcorn and 2 large sodas.
That's beautiful. That's one more large soda than Big Smoke ordered. So like
Right.
that's high praise.
That's right.
And sorry to jump back in. I'm surprised as a ukulele player. It's one of the few instruments I do know how to play. I'm amazed you got that sound out of it. That sounded beautiful.
Yeah,
You're
thank
just
you. Yeah.
fucking ripping that thing.
I
It's
I
I would have
appreciate the
never
mention
thought it
of
was a ukulele. I thought you were like maybe playing like, I don't know, like an older guitar with like strings that are about to go out. But
yeah.
like it just that sound that like the downstroke sound on it where it reverberates through the entire instrument.
Oh
Like that's
yeah.
such a good sound. Because a
It's
ukulele
so
is not really
wonderful.
meant to be played that way. You know,
Yeah.
it, and that's what makes it so interesting.
Yeah, I've frequently joked to people because I don't play guitar from an ideological stance. I think there's too many guitar players and we don't need any more, and so I don't play guitar.
You probably
Um,
need less.
but I will often joke with people that I play the ukulele like a mainlander. Um, and by that I mean like it's like the fundamental sort of like American maximalist, very, very like more is better kind of way of approaching it. Very, very scrappy, very raw, very kind of Kurt Cobain-esque has been kind of my approach to learning the instrument. And so when I was able to like start running it through pedals and stuff, it just felt very, very natural. And I love that you mentioned Neutral Milk Hotel because that's another one of my favorite details about the track is since I didn't like DI it, but I like just recorded the room instead. You can hear the acoustic instrument being strummed while all of the crazy noise is happening. And so I'm
Exactly.
happy you mentioned Neutral Milk Hotel because they're one of my favorite bands as well.
All you need is at the end the sound of you getting up out of a wooden chair. and it's
That's true.
yeah, setting the ukulele down on the ground and getting up, perfect. It'd be a perfect track. It already is. I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I can't
So
imagine grading him down because it's like, well, I would have get a 10 out of 10, but you didn't have the wooden chair. I'm sorry, you know.
Well, that was the
I
bag.
wasn't thirsting for Anne Frank enough.
10 bags of popcorn is reserved for Rick Wakeman.
Yeah.
fair. Oh, is that me? Thank you.
We're going Rick mode again.
Oh shit. No, but yes, I think I play enough guitar for all of us. I've got 4 of them. Granted, I had to sell 3 of them, but I still have them all in spirit.
Yeah.
You only
The
have
only
one,
one-
2 hands.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the only one I kept is you'd understand if it's an acoustic carbon fiber Enya. I'm not selling that shit for anything. I love that guitar. So yeah, Princeton, what do you got for us? Hit us with your
All
best
right.
shot.
So I'm gonna play. This one's called Green NB, which I guess is good for Pride Month. I'm a huge fan of like rockabilly stuff. Most of the stuff I play, and you'll see on anyone who goes and visits the Bandcamp or the SoundCloud or the YouTube channel I have. Most of the stuff is just me and my ukulele, and that's it. But I still love like rockabilly and gothabilly and all that kind of retro surf. Monster inspired theme songs, and I just think to myself like, oh, there's all these songs about the alien girl from outer space, and I was like, what about non-binary? So this is the Green NB from another galaxy. I wrote the song, got a chance to collaborate with another artist who unfortunately kind of dropped off the face of the map a little bit. It was a shame because he was one of the ones who helped kind of boost me and give me a single boost when I first started off, called Raw Mad Blood of the Mad Bloods. But I'll see if I can get a chance to play it here because he's the one who did he and his friend Yasha are the ones who actually did all the actual guitar and bass and mixing.
Saw a nearly floating mine. How there came a glowing stranger. Oh my God, a space invader. But they're only there so they could catch some waves. Silver swimsuit hung their heads and was luscious several days. Really like their groovy style. Really hope they stay a while like Green and I gladly would surrender. When I sat down on the sand, they came up and took my hand, and they held me tight until the break of day. I placed their hands upon my hips, and I kissed those emerald lips. Said they liked my groovy style. Oh, I wish they'd stay a while, my green and be from another galaxy. Where you going and where have you been? Off the shoots on girls on 100 different worlds. Tell me, will I ever see you again? See you again.
So that's Green NB from Another Galaxy, from my Horror Host TV show. And let's see if you have any thoughts that you would like to share. No pressure. Let's start with Fishy.
Yeah, I like that one quite a lot. I really like the kind of 50s space age warbling. I'm always a sucker for that. Had, like you said, it had some nice rockabilly feel to it. It's just very chill. I don't know. It feels like the kind of thing that might be on in the background in like Twin Peaks or something. It just kind of very. I don't know. I'm struggling to word it. It felt
Atmospheric?
yeah, atmospheric's a good way, and transitory. It felt kind of like background music in a good way, like something that would really set the stage, set the atmosphere, establish things. I feel like the harder I tried to focus on it, the less I got out of it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're a sucker for it. I know your weakness now. I know your weakness.
Oh no.
All right. Sasha, any thoughts?
I loved the kind of Ventures style, hooks in it, like that kind of mid '60s, almost surf rock. I guess that's what you'd call rockabilly. I like the warbly synths. I like that there's aliens. It's just a little tastefully horny for kissing, which I find very tasteful. But what it really reminds me of is for some reason, like LA in the 60s, like that kind of like making these kind of quick horror movies, things like that. Like just kind of a compilation of them in my head of they came from outer space and things like that. But it's definitely rocking, and it's definitely an earworm. And I'm gonna have that intro riff stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
I take that as a huge compliment.
Yeah.
I was also voted in high school most likely to be tastefully horny. So,
Yeah, tastefully horny is a compliment. I don't believe in being extremely horny, but I do believe in being tastefully horny, like a kiss on the cheek.
Absolutely.
Or some never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was just about to say.
It's like that VeggieTales song. I am extremely horny, but I guess I can wait until then. Yeah, it's just
Don't
like
come after the best piece of evangelical art like that.
The best piece of evangelical art is it's a pretty low bar to get over.
Yeah, fair.
But it is very much VeggieTales.
Yeah,
it does, and it clears the rest
must
by
be.
quite a large volume. There's a bit of a chasm between that.
It's that, and it's Jim Baker selling those Baker buckets full of slop. People.
There's an argument to be made that 21 Pilots is also somewhere on the list, but
I'd love to hear that argument sometime. We'll discuss that in private. I'll DM you later.
And
Wonderful.
possibly one or two good songs from Jars of Clay? Question mark.
Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot about Reliant K.
Oh,
that was the one I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of, not Jars of Clay.
That was
Reliant K.
Christian.
I was like, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
do they
You would
deserve to be
never
on the
know.
list? I don't know. They have that one really good song. I'm not gonna.
That could be another
Reliant K has
theme.
got a lot of excellent writing. They're like
Yeah, fair.
very, very close to They Might Be Giants in my brain in terms of the way that the lyrics are constructed.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll take it. Yeah.
Is that could be another theme episode? The oops, all religious songs.
Oh, I would be the king of that episode. I've got some stuff that would blow your mind.
I got some
Oh,
too.
I got some. You're gonna make me pull out the Texas Jerusalem Crossroads for a podcast episode.
I'd have to get my cassette player hooked up to my computer somehow so we could listen to the Anchorman 17 years and still anchored in Jesus.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's a 22-piece choir of old men.
Is it
Oh, that
actually
sounds
good
beautiful.
or so bad it's good or just bad?
They're great singers.
Nice.
All right.
But man.
All right. Laz, any thoughts?
Yeah. I really like this. That was that a synth or was there wasn't an actual synth? This was.
I do not know what they used. It was me. I
Okay.
wrote the melody and I wrote the ukulele bits, and they did everything else.
That's fair. Okay. But of course, I love that the little bit of sci-fi horror texture. But like, yeah, I definitely got the rockabilly. I love that. What everyone has already said, but then I also got some. I'm sure you're expecting me to say this. I got some psychobilly vibes too. Especially like the cramps and the atmosphere. Um, especially like Fishy was saying, but also um, just the overall vibe. Like there was something like dark underneath the surface, if that makes sense.
Nice, thank you. I will confirm that I am absolutely just a poser, and if you had me to say what's the difference between gothabilly and psychobilly, I'm sure there is a line in the sand somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
No, that's fair. I used to know, and then I started drinking a lot, so that's on me.
I erased the
Uh,
line. I'll be honest.
I
This
think in
reminds
my
me of that one Pat the Bunny interview when he talks about how he used to read a bunch of political theory, but he doesn't remember any of it because he was high on heroin the whole time.
valid.
if I had to draw, just pick randomly on the dartboard where the line might be, I would say gothabilly makes you want to watch a horror movie. Psychobilly makes you want to headbang into a wall.
That's fair.
That seems like a good line to me.
I do love the Reverend Horton Heat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Tastefully
definitely
Horton.
yeah, that's definitely headbanging music. All right, Fishy, what do you got for us next?
This one's going to be Ringside by Vansire. I don't play music, so this isn't from me.
Valid.
I had no idea this band was actually huge. I just found it in like my YouTube new music recommendation, which normally gives me nobodies, but when I was researching it to make sure it fit the criteria for the podcast, this is apparently a huge band, but this is off a brand new album, so it's very new and below the view count at the moment. It does a lot of interesting things. I think I'll talk a little bit more after. Okay, that was Ringside by Vansire. I don't know, it kind of puts me in the mind of like R&B, hip-hop, but with a little more nostalgia to it. Something about it reminds me of the American Teen album by Khalid, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. What did you think, Aleph?
I enjoyed it. I halfway through the song, I got up and started dancing around in my room to it, which is always a good sign. Just real feel good vibes, and music doesn't always have to be this great artistic statement. Sometimes it can just be something that's just feels nice to sit in the moment with and just kind of live with. And then you move on, you enjoy the fact that you heard it, and then that's it. And there's something so beautiful about that. Also, those synths in the post chorus, those were tasty.
That's nice. Glad it got you moving. What did you think, Princeton?
To be honest, I wish I had more concrete things I could say. I was just kind of tuned myself out and just enjoyed it. I just loved every second of it. Definitely added to my playlist. It was fun. It was energetic. It had emotion, but it didn't just feel cloy or pop. It was lovely.
Oh yeah, that's similar to how I feel about it. Just kind of a song you lose yourself in for a minute. Les, how did you feel?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely see the hip hop influences, but I also definitely get like some house vibes, especially of course Daft Punk. It definitely feels like some Daft Punk arrangements. Like from the early 2000s, especially. But it was a bop. I really had a good time with it. It's a fun, bouncy, energetic, good summer track. So yeah, can't complain. My compliments
Cool.
to the chef, even though the one chef who isn't here. Fuck.
Laz, would you say that this is scorching you today? You asked me what was scorching me earlier.
Yeah. This is scorching me. My ass is chapped. Little bit of a tan line.
Nice. I like it when
And
I
his chaps
burn
are
people.
assless.
Yes, that too. Also, I didn't mean to rag on VeggieTales. The music slaps for VeggieTales, honestly.
Real.
Speaking of earworms.
And Sasha, what did you think?
So I have in my possession a pair of keys. Now, these keys go to the Ice House rink here in town, and they go to a little box that you plug in an MP3 player, and you can play whatever you want at the rink when a goal goes off. I'm thinking that this might be the new goal song for the Memphis Jackals, the team I play for, only because it's got 80 cents and it slaps really hard. Also, I stole those keys and no one knows I have them. But I thought it was great. It was catchy. It's song of the summer material, even though it's June 20th. And like I said, there's kind of 80s style synths. I'm glad that's something that's kind of started to come back in the 2010s and has not died off yet. And in fact, has only become more and more tasteful, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I agree. Hard Time. That is 80 cents my jam too. I'm glad you liked it.
Loved it.
Great. I'm looking forward to hearing it blast out over a goal.
When I score one within the next 12 games, we'll see
Cool.
if I can light the lamp. I'm not known for my scoring prowess.
I'm gonna play a different kind of score for you in a bit, but Sasha, what do you got?
First, so a little backstory behind this. My friend Jam Band Josh and I were talking about summer camp, and he was telling me stories about Jewish summer camp, and which I didn't attend because I'm not Jewish, but he is. And he started reading me some of the songs, and they were just like, because they would bring these like Hasidic like singing groups to do like children's songs, and we were like, what if we made like a Jewish rap album under the name Shmuley G and called it Rhymes from Summer Jewish Camp? Now, if you look into the chat, just for you guys to see, I'm putting the cassette cover in there so you can see what we're kind of working with here.
Oh, this is awesome.
I made that at 3 o'clock in the morning this
We're
morning.
making it on a television with this one.
This first song is called Pizza, and it's one of the songs that they would sing at Jewish summer camp. So I've kind of been in the production, and he's the main talent.
For those who can't hear it, just who wants to describe what picture we're looking at right now?
So there's a lot of firearms. There's a Star of David, some marijuana leaves, and it says in this really fucked up font, "Rhymes from Jewish summer camp, 100% kosher."
It's a beautiful work of art. My one note is I would see if you can put the marijuana leaf inside the Star of David because it kind of matches up perfectly.
I wanted to, but I was like, "Is that sacrilegious?"
That's fair.
And like we're trying to like make sure we don't cross.
That's fair.
any lines.
That would be the line to cross. Not
Yeah. Let's see if I got this code right.
Come on. Pizza is delicious, my favorite food around. So I walked through a pizza, so my favorite one in town. I walked up to the counter and said, "One pizza, please." He said, "Here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese." The pizza looks so good, that's all everything's a bunch. He answered, "You're welcome, now go enjoy your lunch." And as I turned around, a man comes through the door. We bump into each other, now my pizza's on the floor. I said, "I'm really sorry, I apologize to you." He said, "No need, no worry, and please excuse me too." So I went back to the counter and said, "One pizza, please." Said, "Here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese." And as I turned around, I looked both far and near. No one was behind me, the coast was crystal clear. One thing I didn't see, the broomstick on the floor. I tripped and now my pizza is all over the store. I cleaned up the whole mess and made it look so nice, but I had no more money to buy another slice. As I left the store, I waited and said goodbye. He said, "You're really nice, here's an extra pie." The Torah says be nice, the Torah says be kind, be helpful, be thankful, and cheerful all the time. So always be polite throughout your whole life long. Be sure to watch your manners and sing the pizza song. Away. Away. Come on. Away. Away. Come on. said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. Walked up to the counter and said, one pizza please. He said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. I walked up to the counter and said, one pizza please. He said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. Walked up to the counter and said, one pizza please. He said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. A lot of extra cheese, 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 a lot of extra cheese. Got it. Walked up to the counter and said, one pizza please. He said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. Lots of extra cheese, lots of extra cheese, lots of extra cheese, lots of extra cheese, lots of extra got it. Walked up to the counter and one pizza got it. Said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. The counter said, one pizza please. He said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. Walked up to the counter and said, one pizza please. He said, here's your pizza with a lot of extra cheese. Walked up to the counter. Yeah, this one goes out to Uncle Moishi. A lot of extra cheese, a lot of extra cheese. Rabbi Chaim Avraham Horowitz Pizza with all the Rebbe's out there. The Rebbe's, let's go.
So I want people in the club popping Manischewitz and like treating it like it's Cristal when listening to Shmuley G.
Be very sticky.
Let's see. Very so Princeton, what did you think?
It was fun. I fortunately don't have a lot to compare it with either Jewish. My hip hop experience is limited, but it was a beautiful beat play underneath it. Very fun and engaging. It very light in tone, which heaven knows sometimes we can still enjoy a genre with just wanting something kind of low stakes and low stress. So it was kind of if you're doing summer camp of in not a literal sense but in a figurative. Hey, let's just keep it easy. Let's keep it innocent and fun. Not to say that people can't. That's no shade against people who want rap to not include that or music to not include that. But sometimes it's nice to vary it up a little bit, you know?
Yeah, the kind of funny part is that we like intentionally, and you got it right, like these are children's songs like that we're using. Like these are made like that's a song about dropping pizza and then the guy gives you free pizza and how the tourist says you need to be nice and polite.
It's beautiful.
And, like, but then like we like tried to get that like West Coast like Tupac sound behind it.
It worked. It succeeded. Although now you're mentioning the pizza part of it is like, yeah, that's kind of like the Aquabat song.
Yeah, I love the premise of he goes to buy a piece of pizza and then he drops it. Then he gets another piece and drops. He's like, "Shit, I'm out of money." He's like, "Oh, you get free pizza, and the third one you drop." Like it's just such a strange song as it is. I'm just gonna go down the line. Fishy, what did you think?
I really liked it. It being a children's song adds to it. I like that sort of West Coast Tupac vibe that kind of sort of mumbled it, where it's like he's telling a half-remembered story and the music serves kind of like the ephemeries of memory, kind of clouding it out, not letting you remember it completely correctly, but you remember the high points. You dropped a pizza and you got a free one. You picked it up. You were nice. It's nice. It fits really well, I think. It just all comes together.
Laz, what did you think?
This sounds like great music to listen to while high.
I'm not going to say whether or not I was involved with making this, but it was definitely. But yeah, it's just that's Jam Band Josh. What can I say?
Well, fair. Oh, I have listened to a lot of hip hop, and I immediately thought, wow, this is like really like early '90s, just like like chill, vibing out, a few dudes just like getting together and having a good time. But like it feels very lived in and very intentional in a way that really appealed to me. Like everything about this song just like really hit right for me. Like this is peak like comfy old school hip hop to me. Dude, yeah, I love this. Yeah.
Thank you, and of course, Mr. Ornage.
I love.
Yep, that would be me. Al Three, that's me. I had a couple things pop into my head. When he started rapping, Viper popped into my head instantly. Like, very different production style, but like that way of like it feels so much less important what he's saying than it feels like. It's more important that you get this sort of like specific, very, very laid back vibe that Viper also nailed, and it's sort of in that sort of like humorous vein too. Um, and
Yeah.
the second thing that popped into my head was the kids trap projects. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but like this dude went through and made like, I think he made like 16 volumes of trap songs for kids.
Hell yeah.
And they're just like talking about like random things. Like the one that we always would bump back when I was in high school was the one about math. But I
was thinking about how funny it'd be just to cruise around in your car just blasting this.
I like there's a lot of context that I miss by not being Jewish. But I imagine that like there's a lot of particular sort of in-jokes and references within that community that allows it to be elevated past just being sort of a goofy track into being, this isn't just a goofy track, this is our goofy track.
Yeah. And the best thing about this is that 88.7 Records deals with about a little over 30 record stores across the country and Canada, and I'm shipping 2 copies of this to every single one.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're all getting Shmooly G's rhymes from Jewish summer camp, because I tell them to price them at like $10, and like people are gonna see that and be like, yeah, I'll pay $10.
That is like that is like peak record store fine of like, wait, how do I explain what this find is? I gotta listen to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're trying. We're trying to create like a secret cult.
We're
around,
recreating death metal
Shmooly.
from First Principles.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
I get to be Varg, but not
Yeah,
racist.
hell yeah. Take it back.
Or a
Right,
murderer.
Fuck him.
Thulian.
Burn down a synagogue instead of some old stave church.
Something like that. All right. Back to the top. It's my turn. Mom said it's my turn with the music. And I got something fun, interesting. This is I finally got it fucking done. This is the opening track off of basically the score for my audiobook version of Sand, My Time Chilling and Killing in Northern Florida. And originally I was going to incorporate some of the music into the actual audiobook. And then I did a little bit more research and I realized, no, if you try that, it's going to fuck with the caption detecting system, and Audible especially is just going to throw a hissy fit. So I was like, I'll just still do the score, but I'm going to, do it separately and just release it under Voyage Grain on, all the other music fucking things. So expect that September 1st. Might, drop a single or two from it, maybe this song, depending on how you guys feel about it. But yeah, so gonna test that out, test the waters. The working title so far is just Sand Overture. Very, very creative, I know, but yeah, it's a working title. It, could change. We'll see. But yeah, let's give that a listen to. Yeah, so I don't know if I should tell you my 2 influences right off the bat or just save it. I'll just save it. Let's listen to some music. This is Sand Overture by Voyage Grain. right. Yes, that was the Sand Overture, the opening track of the upcoming score for the Sand My Time Chilling in audiobook that is dropping September 1st. I'll probably put it for pre-order August 1st. So what did you think of that? Okay, so there were a couple of obvious influences. I'll give you the freebie, the easy one, obvious John Carpenter. But I wanted to make it a little bit more, no offense, John Carpenter, dynamic than his early scores because they're very interesting. They're very moody. Okay, but there's not a whole lot going on. There's not a lot of depth, and I wanted to add a little depth to this. So, can anyone guess what the other influence is? It's a big movie composer. So
I'm gonna go Randy Newman.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Neither, but one of those was definitely a joke. So okay. A little more obvious, mostly associated with horror.
I should know
Danny
this, but I don't.
Danny
What?
Elfman.
Oh,
Danny
yeah.
Elfman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just and not even like totally fleshed out or anything. It's just I was listening to the main synths one night, and I was going to re-listen to the closing track on Voyage Beyond, which I played on the last episode for Sasha, who was there, the Incandescent Nightmare, and I was typing in, I was just typing it into Spotify, and I got as far as the INCA, and the incantation from Beetlejuice popped up, and I was like, "Oh, that's what is fucking missing! Like some kind of Beetlejuice, like kind of like something, some depth, like and percussion is a great way to do that." So I was like, "I'm just gonna pull some exotic drums from my DAW, not like something boring." So I went for Japanese taiko drums, and that's what I used to fill it in.
Nice.
So what did you think of this, Princeton?
I enjoyed it. It definitely, I think, hit the very vibe you're going for. I was definitely thinking like, 80s dark action film, Running Man, Escape from New York, that kind of vibe. Although the sand thing also made me think of like, I could see this as a Dune soundtrack too.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Don't walk with rhythm, careful on that walking with rhythm part.
Sure.
I do keep it
Sasha.
up.
Oh, sorry. Oh, thanks. Appreciate the feedback, and yeah, I'll take it. Sasha, what'd you think of this one?
It's amazing how much how stupid people are when they don't realize how much percussion can add to a track and be the forefront. And I think that that's exactly what this is. It's like a perfect example of how percussion can carry a song, and it gives it such a specific feeling for me, which is the Matt Blood Gulch on Halo 2, with the drums, like do do do,
Okay.
just like driving it forward, and and otherwise, what would otherwise be just an ambient track being engaging as opposed to just existing in the background. It brings it to the forefront and makes you actually interact with the music as opposed to just kind of engulfing yourself in it. So I thought it was great, and I think for utility purposes, what you're using it for is perfect, because it's not over cumbersome. It's not something that people are like, how the fuck do I turn this off?
Sure.
I think you knocked it out of the park, home run. You hit the ball so hard you blew up the shortstop's head. That kind of thing. No, it's great. I love it. I loved it.
Okay, I'll take it. I do love baseball and baseball metaphors, so yeah, that's good.
And I hate shortstops.
That's fair.
Even though I was one.
Well, a little self-hatred is healthy now and then.
Yeah.
Fishy, what do you make of this one?
I really liked it too. I can definitely see the John Carpenter vibe you mentioned. Similar to what Sasha mentioned with Blood Gulch on Halo 2, it kind of reminded me of like the early 2000s 007 games. It had kind of a mystery spy thriller tinge to it, along with the John Carpenter. But a very like manic spy who's bouncing off the walls, barely getting the job done. Probably killing more people than he needs to, but he's saving the world, so it's okay. I really enjoyed it. It does just kind of subliminally draw you in, and I don't know. It's one of those pieces that doesn't draw attention to itself, but focuses the attention on whatever else you're doing. It just kind of gives a rhythmic background to it to help you stay in the moment.
Okay, yeah, I can totally see it. And also your assessment of the bouncy protagonist, like being the good guy but also killing a bunch of people, totally spot on. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah. Pre-order the book Sand My Time Chilling and Killing in Northern Florida, August 1st, 2026. If you're interested. Yeah.
Something about it to me was I don't know what it is in my brain that made it so well, I guess it is Dune-esque, but it wants me to I want to see the worm. Show me the big worm. I mean, like it's like show me the big worm.
They have this in North Florida, right?
Well,
I just want to see the worm.
There's a lot of they got a big worm problem.
Drink.
It's funny though, a few years back they did have a flesh-eating bacteria problem in Panama City Beach. But I reference it in the fucking book because I'm insane. But yeah.
I think those are called snowbirds.
Unless I'm mistaken, it's like the boa constrictor.
Those are called Québécois. They're from French-speaking Canada.
Unless I'm mistaken, the sandworms weren't native to northern Florida, but they got released as pets, and they're just taking over the ecosystem.
Yeah. Well,
use a fucking sandworm as a pet.
Why not?
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Never mind.
I'm just gonna say if Paul Atreides can do it, so can I. So
there you go.
Yeah. But
you should write a song that reminds me of when Randy Johnson hit the bird with the ball.
I'll work on that.
I don't know how you would do that. But if you could write a song like that for me,
well, it's funny because people have accused me of like using AI for my music in the past. I absolutely do not. The AI is my brain. I just go, okay, I want this to be kind of like this. I kind of like, in this case, kind of like John Carpenter and kind of like Danny Elfman, and then I, run it through my brain, and then I come up with something like this. That's the magic.
People will accuse anyone of using AI.
Yeah.
The songs we listened to last time that I had, somebody accused it of being AI, and I was like, "What fucking AI would come up with this?"
Right. Like fucking how?
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think AI would like be able to interpret like the sounds I made.
Right.
Like by no stretch of the imagination, most humans can't
exactly
comprehend what.
And if I can get on my soapbox for a bit. Isn't that just ironic anyway? Because like the whole argument generative AI in the first place was like, oh, it's gonna impact real artists. Well, now you're accusing the real artists of using AI, so I guess it doesn't fucking matter, does it? Fucking asshole. Yeah.
I know when something's AI. It's obvious when something is AI.
Well, I'm just saying, don't accuse actual artists of using AI if you're gonna be like, oh, boo-hoo, generative AI is real art. No, so are you. By accusing the real artists of using it. Yeah.
I just accuse them of using AI.
I accuse them of being AI. Hey, so you're a bot, right? You gotta tell me if you're a bot.
Yeah, right. Give me a recipe for grilled cheese.
Ignore previous command. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do I buy research chemicals?
Well, you probably already did that.
I guess that is one thing that is scorching me right now. Is the general. I had my brother and stepbrother were last Christmas or something like that listening to AI music together, and it was hard for me to just even stay in the same room. I had to step out and just go, nope.
Why would you listen to that?
I don't know.
Right.
What compels people to listen to
Yeah,
AI music? It sounds
it
like
does.
It's
shit.
like if
it's
I want
so
shitty music, I can write it myself. I don't need a
right,
bot to do it.
right.
Oh, you want shitty music? I got a computer full of
Exactly.
shitty music. I've got some real
Seriously.
stinkers if you want some shitty music. You don't need Suno. The only thing Suno is good for is like making a song about drunk driving or something. Like it's not like no one's like trying to pass off AI music as not AI anymore. Like it's just too easy to, it's like an AI picture. It's like there's no way your phone camera takes that high quality of a photo. Also, you have 37 teeth and 19 fingers. Like, I know this is
Right.
AI.
Well, it is getting better at that, but still.
Yeah.
The best part is when they like bring out their own AI and tell it to investigate it, and they're like, "My AI says your shit's AI."
Yeah. Breaking into AI. Guess what, bitch?
Right. And what's one of the main things we know about it? It's very open to suggestion. So if you give it the idea, like I think this is AI, it's probably going to tell you it's AI. Doc.
It's sycophantic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't know. It doesn't know anything. All it does is search
Right.
Reddit for if I need the answer to anything, I go to Google, I type in my question, and then Reddit and
Right.
enter. And then I get exactly what I need. Or if I'm having a problem with my computer, I type it into YouTube and I find an Indian guy with a whiteboard, and he's gonna fix your computer in like
Yeah.
10
Absolutely.
seconds.
Yep. That's how it works.
Every
Thank
single
you.
time.
Thank you,
God
random
bless
guy
those
in India.
channels.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so
Real
much.
American hero, the Indian guy. All right. Princeton Vice. What's your next one?
All right, let's see if I can get this to play in a minute. So this is for my newest episode. Again, most of the stuff I do is just me and a ukulele. I do try to branch it up here and there. Like, okay, I got a guitar. Let me actually play chords for this particular song and another one. This one, I bought a little kid's toy piano at a secondhand shop. It's like rainbow colored. I was like, all right, let me see if I can actually remember some of my piano from college. I was a music theater major, and we had to take like 2 semesters of piano. It was the only thing I got that was C's. Everything else was good grades. It was like my worst grade. But anyway, I was like, let me try something a little different. I mixed it in what was it, cakewalk, with some free samples on it, just to add some percussion in there. And this is it's inspired by The Wasp Woman. If you've never seen it, it's a I want to say 61 public domain film. Roger Corman, same guy who did like Little Shop of Horrors, and it's about the boss, the boss lady kind of figure who gets what's it called, wasp hormones. So yeah.
Ladies in the typing pool are not what I consider cool. I want a queen that's born to rule, the cream of the crop. She's a former beauty queen, a pillar of the fashion scene, efficient as a guillotine. She likes it on top, ready or not. Waspy, waspy woman. Waspy, waspy woman. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that sting. Got a thing for waspy woman. Not looking for a honeybee when sting is not enough for me. She's got that royal energy to last her all night. There's something just behind the eyes that tells you there's no place to hide. I think that she's a homicide, too late to take flight. She's got you in sight, so here comes a bite. Waspy, waspy woman. Waspy, waspy woman. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that sting. Got a thing. I'm not talking simile, she's messed with her biology. The buzz is she's not what you see, her smile just for show. Got mandibles beneath her skin, a chitin exoskeleton, thorax and an abdomen. Yet I can't say no, I can't let her go. Waspy, waspy woman. Waspy, waspy woman. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that sting. Got a thing for waspy woman. Got a thing for waspy woman. Waspy woman. Waspy woman. Waspy woman.
All right, there you go. That's Waspy Woman. I'll start with Leaf. Did you have anything you wanted to add? Or not?
He had to. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I forgot to say. Olive had to leave. He had a thing. Yeah.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
Yeah.
I missed that. Well, I picked on Fishy last time. Let's start with you, Laz. Any thoughts?
Yeah, dude. I especially loved the whistling. That was tight. Oh, it was on point. It's good. But like, yeah. No, the arrangement was very chill and laid back. But it had like, again, those like sinister undertones that really hit me in the right way. You know, like I love that. I love that. It's so much fun. It's enjoyable. It excited my brain in a trouble articulating, if that makes sense. But I had a good time. Had a good beat and I could dance to it.
That's all I could hope for. Well, thank you.
Yep.
Sasha, any thoughts?
It had that I brought it up earlier, but that same kind of Los Angeles 1960s Laurel Canyon kind of feel to it. And the reason I thought of that was because it kind of sounded like the Doors without that god awful organ playing behind it. Just the most annoying shit in the world is that fucking organ. But this is the good version of it. And again, the whistling actually made one of my cats freak out and jump into my lap because she thought I was whistling for her, and she responds to whistles. So it was kind of a twofer, no organ, cat, and laugh. So I'm happy with it, and it's just a great pop tune. You know, it's good, it's catchy, something you can remember, something you can sing along with. I like it.
Thanks. I'll put that on the next tagline. It's like the Who without that fucking organ. The Doors. Sorry, the
Goddamn
Doors.
fucking
Doors,
organ.
the fucking organ.
The Doors.
There'll be like a perfectly good song, and then it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, come on! Is there anything else can you play the bass or something?
I mean,
Great.
as a fellow organist, I will say Ray Manzarek is very talented, but I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying.
Oh, he's super talented, but it's also like that's just the most annoying sound to me. It's like my kryptonite.
It doesn't have to be in like every fucking song. Is a good point.
Yeah, and he's playing bass with his left hand, and you can tell it's like a bass organ, and then he's just like he's staring at his right hand, like, oh, I gotta do it.
Yeah, doodling. Yeah,
like, no, someone stop him.
Fair.
All right, and Fishy, anything you want to add? No pressure.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. It was kind of like that movie The Fly, but with sexual undertones. Bugs are freaky anyway to me. Insects, if you want to be pedantic or whatever. So like just that with the sultry lyrics, it really does kind of evoke a kind of creepy, interesting vibe to me. And I also like the whistling quite a bit. I'm a sucker for whistling in music.
Awesome, thank you. I tried to go a little bit kind of sort of not quite a theremin, but reminiscent of. The other inspiration on this was definitely me stealing from ELO, which is not normally one I steal from, but I was like, I'm inspired by this one. Let's try it. All right.
Nothing wrong on that.
If you're gonna steal from the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, Fishy, hit us, strike us down. We'll come back stronger.
Oh man, I'm like into that peace shit. My next one's going to be Analog by Folk Bitch Trio. Alright, that was Analog by Folk Bitch Trio. I've just found this and the YouTube recommends again. I enjoy it because it's kind of pining without being a total bummer like a lot of songs of this vein. What did you think, Laz?
Yeah, this was a nice change of pace. I really, the harmonies were so sweet and cloying, and they just got in my head, and they made a little bed in there. That's okay, as long as they don't let us, you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, just the haunting, like plaintive, and like the delivery on certain parts, but then like also the sweet lilting hopefulness of it really connected with me, because I'm a lot of people contain multitudes, and I'm definitely both, and I'm sure a lot of people have both in them, so it definitely resonated with me in a big way. And the arrangement was pretty simple, but it hit the right spots in the right places, and it just brought it all home for me. So yeah, I really like this one.
Cool. Glad you enjoyed it. What did you think, Sasha?
Great singing, great vocals, great instrumentation. Like you said, it's not over the top sad. It's not pathetic. I think it's just very, very enjoyable. I think, yeah, just a good, well-written song that it's very. I can't think of anybody who would not who would take disagreement to it. I think it does its job perfectly, and I think that's good what you said about a lot of songs just get too much of a bummer.
Yeah,
it can be bittersweet.
Yeah, for sure. And Princeton, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. Gorgeous, but there's still, as people have said, that 10% hauntingness to it. It's kind of lovely. If I had to summarize it, it sounds like somewhere between something that'd be in the soundtrack from a teen drama like Dawson's Creek, or mixed with James Bond. It just has this wonderful acoustic atmosphere to it.
Cool. I reckon you're up again, Sasha.
Yep, Sasha.
So let me ask this real quick. Do Bandcamp links work on this?
They work with JockeyBot, I think, or they used to. I don't know if they still do, honestly.
I can I'll tell you what. So if I waive my 15-minute song, can I have 2 regular songs?
If you want, I don't care.
Okay, because then I'll download this one and play it next. I need it downloaded anyways. So this is a song that is a Phosgene song that I wrote called "Shaving with a Knife." I don't remember writing it, but let's give it a listen. I don't really remember what it sounds like either. That went on longer than I wanted it to. I couldn't remember how to make it stop. But yeah, that whole album is called "Here Comes the Onslaught," and that particular song is about being in a tank in World War One and artillery fire coming right at you. So it's supposed to sound like a complete and total headache. Any thoughts, Laz?
I didn't get a headache, but
Oh, well. You would if you get hit with an artillery
yeah.
shell.
Well, I might not have a head after that, so
It's possible.
win-win. But yeah, no, I really like this, and as always, I really love what you do with textures, and they feel very grainy and very living, and in a way that just it does feel very evocative of a battlefield in some ways, and not just necessarily the obvious ones of like oh, there's chaos and mayhem and explosion stuff, but also like the human side of that, of like honestly, GS and I did Baby Driver for Politics and Movies recently, and that episode's already out. It did give me like tinnitus vibes, and you'd absolutely get tinnitus on the battlefield. So yeah.
That's yeah. I tried to get that effect of almost like your ears
Right.
ringing, kind of thing. Fishy, what did you think?
Well, I'm definitely not the guy to bring this to. I'm not really into noise at all. I mean, I after you've explained it, it softened me on it a little because yeah, it definitely evokes a lot of what you were going for. I think that kind of just fucking mind whiting out, not being able to handle the stress of something as horrific as a World War One artillery barrage. But
Yeah, it's definitely Here Comes the Onslaught is probably my most like challenging work yet.
yeah,
Princeton, what did you think?
I think it was very interesting. I agree with here about the tinnitus thing when you mentioned it. Tetanus, tinnitus, I mean, one of those. Both. Why not? Have it make a combo. To me, it interesting because I didn't get Tank Driver per se. Not to say it couldn't work as that. The first thing that hit me is it felt very cyberpunk. It felt very like walking through in the middle of a crowded city, and you're just hearing the snippets of radio waves that are interfering with your and all the strange comments and words of people walking by and all so busy but not interacting with each other at the same time, just in
Right.
the buzz and the din.
Just kind of disconnected, nonsensical, like you hear it but and you know the words but you don't know what it means kind of
Exactly.
thing is like something I really like to play with that, and like repeating something over and over and over again until you just completely lose any idea of what you're hearing. Um, I definitely adopted that from black metal and kind of the repetition of it all. Um, but that's that was that album I was like that was the first Phosgene album actually, which my partner in crime Alice helps me with when she's not playing Resident Evil, which she's like she'll say, "Oh, I'm busy," and then I'll look on Discord and it says playing Resident Evil 3. I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're busy, aren't you?" But shouts out to her. Who do we got next?
All right, so I believe Fishy has to dip.
yeah, I gotta go. Have a good one, y'all.
See ya. And
It's a good episode.
sorry, what'd you say? Oh, I think you said good episode or something like that. Anyway, do you have to leave Princeton? 'Cause
I
we're
think
doing a
so.
bonus
If
round?
you're
Okay.
doing the bonus round of
I have one song that's 2
sure,
minutes and it's
I
extremely,
can stick around for that. Yeah,
extremely
I
fun.
know. I know
Um,
Laz promised / threatened us with a 20-minute prog song, and I was like, I'm probably gonna have to do different than that because I'm late for a meeting, but I could stick around for one more, sure.
That's fair.
Yeah, so this is for my friends over at 144MB Records. They produce music on floppy disks. They actually just today released one of my songs on floppy disk. But this is one that they did that when I first heard it, I thought I was going to have an aneurysm. It is the perfect song in my opinion. So let's just cut the bullshit and get right to it.
My wife, please take her. My wife. Please. Take her. My wife. Please. Take her. Take my wife, please. Please. Please take my wife. Won't anyone take my wife? My wife, please. Take my wife. Take my wife, please. My wife. Take her. Excuse me, would you take my wife? Please. Take my wife. Take her. Please. My wife. Please. Take my wife. Sir? Sir? Please take my wife, sir. You. Please take my wife. Sir? Take my wife, please. Won't you take my wife? Why won't anyone take my wife? Please take my wife. My wife, please. Please take her. My wife. Please take my wife. Please. Won't someone take my wife? Why won't anyone take my wife? Please take her. Take my wife, please. Please, sir. Sir. Ma'am. 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 Sir. You. Take my wife. You take my wife. Please, take my wife. Please, take her. Take my wife. Take my wife. Why would anyone take my wife? Please take my wife. My wife. My wife. Take her. Take my wife. Please. Please. Someone take my wife. Please. Please take my wife. Take my wife. Please. Please. Take my wife. Take her. Please. Please.
So that was Take My Wife, Please by Nick Rosario and Sam Thomas. And I think it might be the greatest song of the 21st century.
Not to overhype it.
It's just what can you say about that? It's just so good. Oh man. I get a kick out of it every time. I have a 120-minute cassette tape with it repeating over and over and over again. Yeah, that one I just had to play that. It popped into my head. I was like, I'll sacrifice my 15-minute World War I Part 2 song for Take My Wife, Please.
A valid choice, and I think it worked. Yeah.
And I got you so much credit to Sam Thomas, the drummer. He's such a good drummer, and it's so hard to like play the spoken word. And he kills it. He kills it.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I did not think you could make an entire song out of the Henny Goodman line. Henny Youngman
Henny Youngman. Yeah,
one liner, but it works.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
growing up and listening to some of the soundtracks from the 90s, actually for films, actually had some pretty decent music on them. Like the Godzilla movie, terrible movie, great soundtrack. And one of the ones I listened to a lot was the So I Married an Axe Murderer. And you had the intentionally bad beatnik poetry from Mike Myers, which had the wonderful jazz background and the wonderful orchestration of, a strange percussive guy on the snare drum, hitting it just the right times to accentuate and punctuate,
Yeah.
taking
Woman? Man?
a line to make it feel like spoken poetry,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been telling them they needed to do it like at an open
Oh,
mic.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
The acapella version I have stored away on my computer is like when something bad happens or like I'm in a bad mood, I just open that and listen to it. It's exactly like my humor to a T. It's great.
Yeah. So did you have any other thoughts, Princeton Vice?
No, it's delightful. It definitely cleanses the palate.
Yeah, definitely.
It's. I could totally see this, depending on your frame of mind, completely changing your mood around, probably for the better.
Yeah.
If you're not,
Unless no one will take your wife.
Yeah.
In which case it might set you
Right.
off.
But I just love how transformative this takes. Yeah, like Princeton said, that silly, Henny Youngman from back in the day, that these days is mostly used as a punchline for the other reason, for like hack comedians who can't come up with a good bit. But like, yeah, in this it is like genuinely funny what they did with it. Like, it's like you took a bad joke and made it like legitimately funny, just with delivery and timing, and yeah, the instrumentation, the drums were on point and incredible, very well done.
Yeah. And his voice is so perfect, like his delivery. And the part that always gets me is when he's like, "Sir, sir, ma'am, ma'am." For some reason, that just gets me so
to the
good
couple
every
that's
time.
walking out of the walking out of the open mic night.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see you leaving.
So yeah, I had a good time with this.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great to share it. That's when I try to spread that one like as far as I can.
Fair.
And it's funny because for them it's just a one-off thing, but for me it means the world. it's everything I have.
Ever since someone took your wife,
Yeah, well, I asked them, please.
All right. So yeah, Sasha, if you're still for the bonus round, it's just you and me. Aleph was originally supposed to attend, but I guess he had to dip too. So
I apologize to go, but again, thanks again, Laz, for having us on there, and thanks for letting us share our stuff.
yeah.
And,
I love having you as always. This device.
All right, one last shameless plug. Find me at princeandvice.com. Also on TikTok, I sometimes try to have things, and it's the first Sunday of the month. I try to have a live game stream. So join me for that. And meantime, pleasure talking to everybody. Take care.
All right. See you, man. Have a good one.
Alrighty.
All right.
And then there was one. The true rocker. The true rocker remains.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm wearing sunglasses right now.
I mean,
I have tinfoil over the windows in my room because I work on Eastern European time, and I'm literally wearing sunglasses. That's how stoked I am.
All right, I guess if you're ready, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking beast of a track.
Let it rip.
No intro? Or
if you want to give one, I'm ready. I mean, I guess for the listeners, they need context.
Fair. I guess so. I did already tell you. So basically, I was inspired to do this. You know what? Fuck it. I'll tell the whole story. It's very personal, but it's my podcast. Whatever. After I cheated on my girlfriend, it was really shitty, and I was in a dark place, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck I could ever do that, and like, because like it's happened to me before, and I was like, I don't know why the fuck that, But then I was like, I talked to my girlfriend about it, and like she forgave me, but I still felt like shit, of course. So I just was like, if it's okay, I just need a couple hours to myself, and I'm gonna work on some of my, music and stuff. And she was like, that's fine, So because I had to get work done that day anyway, so I just sat down in fucking GarageBand, and I was in a really weird headspace, and for some reason, what hit me was like going to planetariums with my dad as a teenager, and just like the music that they would play, and then I was like, I could add something else to it too. Like I was feeling like the production of Alan Parsons really came to me. I was like, really well planetarium stuff. In fact, he does a lot of he did a lot of like sci-fi kind of stuff too. Like of course he was the hot shit engineer on fucking Dark Side of the Moon, and yep. This has a cheeky little reference to that, which, I'll give away the farm. Why not? So the title of the track, it's 3 parts. This is going to be off the upcoming Voyage Green, like sci-fi space concept album, Voyage Cosmic, which is coming out October 1st. So it's broken up into 3 parts. This is the closing track of the album, but it's so the first part is Pluto's Desolation, then Numbers Station on the Dark Side of Karen, Dark Side, little cheeky reference, and then finally Deep Space. So let's go ahead and give that a listen and see if any of my weird energy translated into this song. All right, that was the closing track off of Voyage Grain's next album, Voyage Cosmic, Pluto's Desolation, Member Station on the Dark Side of Karen, and Deep Space. And yeah, honestly, the album is done. I'd submit it now, but like, I need like fucking 2K to release all the musical projects. I'm coming up with, so work in progress. But yeah, it's funny. We were talking about AI earlier because my dad actually accused me of AI with this because he was like, "How the fuck did you do that?" I was like, I did it the way Alan Parsons did it. I didn't use a reel to reel, of course. I used DAW, but like the principles were there. I was mixing in real time, just along with the. Yeah, so the melody that kicks in at 5 minutes is an arpeggiator, but like I don't just like turn it on and fall asleep. Like I'm gonna throw some serious shade. Pete Townsend and Bobo O'Reilly, like this is I'm actually fucking doing mixing with it and playing with it in real time. So yeah, what did you make of this one, Sasha?
I thought it was great. I thought it was it's very fitting as an end to a piece, and I like that it's in movements. What I really liked is the kind of visual aesthetic I get from it is like the movie Solaris or something,
Sure.
just deep space, kind of almost like loss of touch with reality, hopelessness because you're so isolated. And I thought that it just it's good to have a piece of music that can invoke an emotion, that not just an emotion but a like a place and time almost that you've created for yourself. So I thought it was great. And definitely the Alan Parsons aspect of it. And I can't believe that your own father accused you of using AI. If my dad accused me of using AI, I'd freak the fuck out.
He's a boomer, so I had to just explain to him, no, this is how I did it, and then he was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's and he still had notes. I swear to God, he was still like, okay, so well, in that case, I think there needs to be a little bit more like orchestration, and I was like, there's other tracks on the album that do that. I'm not gonna like make the whole album that. And he's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. You can call it an arpeggiator AI because it plays the notes for you.
Well, still you have to. I played it's it was a full octave, so I played 25% of the notes for that. So fair enough.
Fair enough. I mean, that's a quarter, and a quarter is enough to get a gumball. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
Do they still have gumball machines? I haven't seen one in years.
I think COVID killed
That's
those. Yeah. I think it's probably for the best.
Yeah. Nostalgic though.
Yeah. That gum that the flavor disappears in 30 seconds and then you're just chewing on like rubber.
Right, yeah.
That's that shit I like.
All right, so
I like that.
yeah. What's your last one, Sasha? Take us home.
I got nothing else. For you. I'm all tapped
Okay,
out.
that was the secret closer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the closer of the album.
I could write something real quick. Hold on.
If you want. I don't care.
My power went out. Never mind. My keyboard won't work.
I guess
the computer's still on somehow.
Fate has intervened. Oh,
yeah.
Good. Oh, well, yeah, I had a good time.
As always.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-listen to that 15-minute song I made and see if it's good. And then maybe next time we'll have.
Yeah, that's a teaser. Next episode, maybe.
Yeah, I'll claim a one spot, and we'll just call my one spot that song. That'll be fair.
I mean, depending on how many people are on, like
hundreds. I'm gonna invite everybody on my Discord list.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, maybe just one.
Just one, yeah.
All right. This has been the Music Smoothie. Hope you enjoyed our music. Hope it wasn't too out there for you, or if it was, like broaden your horizons.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go. Sasha's here. Everyone else is gone. So I guess that's it. We're gonna close up the bar and turn off the lights.
Click.
Yep. It's just like the Cheers finale. I'm sorry, I'm not Ted Danson. Actually, I'm not sorry about that.
I'm not
No, I don't want to be him.
Nah, not really.
I've never used blackface, and I'm starting now.
And I'm not starting
No.
today.
All right. Music Smoothie signing off.